Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening and welcome to Sports Extra. I'm your host Ahmed Nawaz with the latest roundup of sports tonight. Let's take a look at what we're discussing. First of all, we inform you about Pakistan that is now going to participate in the third T20 International of the series. They've already lost 2-0. The first two T20s didn't go Pakistan's way. The first one embarrassing. Under 100, the team was all out and they lost by 9 wickets. The second one had a bit of competition as far as the score was concerned, but then our bowlers were all over the park. So we're going to be discussing that in detail as well. Now the teams obviously would be looking towards a new challenge in this new venue, but the fact still remains that New Zealand are going to come hard. They're not going to let Pakistan off the hook, and they're probably going to look for that clean sweep as well. So I think that probably is on the cards. When you talk about the number of T20s, you've still got a couple of games remaining, and then after that it's the one-day series, but it's been very disappointing for Pakistan. So we'll talk about that. Then of course we tell you about something very exciting after Eid. The entire nation is looking forward to the Pakistan Super League and the trophy, the star-studded trophy for PSL's stellar 10th edition has been unveiled in spectacular fashion with a new sponsor of course as well, but the trophy is now touring various parts of the country, various cities, various organizations. It recently visited the SOS village as well, and I think it's a great omen. All the hype is certainly there about PSL's 10th edition, and the trophy has that X factor in it, doesn't it? So we'll be talking about that and what's the excitement for this 10th edition of the Pakistan Super League as well. 10 long years. It's been a remarkable moment for franchise cricket in Pakistan. Then of course you move on, we tell you about football, where Pakistan team is all set to participate in the AFC qualifiers. The team will be departing, and I think it's a great moment to look forward to after FIFA lifted the suspension once again of the Pakistan Football Federation after the constitution was unanimously adopted by the Pakistan Football Federation. And I think finally we can look forward to competitive football that will be played, and the team will be departing, and we've got all the support for the Pakistan team to do well in these qualifiers as well. That's what we're discussing on the show. Time now to introduce our guest. First of all, joining us in studios is our sports expert, cricket commentator, international broadcaster, presenter, K. Asif Ahmed. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Walaikum assalam, Ahmed. I'm perfect. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. We've also been joined by sports expert and analyst Sabir Hussain. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, Sabir?
Walaikum assalam, Ahmed. I'm good and fresh. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us. We've also been joined by senior sports journalist and expert Abdul Jabbar Faisal. Assalamu alaikum, sir. How are you?
Walaikum assalam, I am fine.
Thank you very much for joining us as well, sir. Like I told you, I think it's been a bit of a disappointment in the last two T20s, and now we talk about the third one. But K. Asif Ahmed, what are your expectations now moving into this third T20 international?
Ahmed, actually, I've seen some videos and visuals released by Pakistan Cricket Board, and I want to sort out this conundrum that what is happening, chaos everywhere. You know, where is Shahid Aslam, the former batting coach? Do you know, Ahmed? I'm seriously asking you.
He was, of course, removed, and Mohammad Yusuf was sent in his place.
Yes, he was removed, and to be honest, that now he is working with Pakistan ODI team in the camp. I just watched these visuals, and I was just thinking that what's going on? What's kind of decisions Pakistan Cricket Board is taking that if you have removed him and you brought Mohammad Yusuf, then why he's with the team? That why he is in the camp? So these are the questions. These are the steps which Pakistan Cricket Board is taking right now, and these are the root causes of the disaster of Pakistan cricket. You have removed Babar Azam from T20s. Now people are asking that why you have removed him and why you didn't bring Mohammad Rizwan with the team. I think these are the very genuine questions. Though we are supporting our youngsters, I don't care if we're losing 5-0. But the problem is that our youngsters are not performing up to the mark. I don't think so. Is that the problem of the confidence? But yes, last night you were mentioning their first class record. They didn't play much first class cricket in Pakistan, and that's why when you are bringing these kind of youngsters without any experience, without experience of domestic cricket, then it's not easy to perform on the international arena. Muhammad Haris, once again, 2 failures for him, and then Hassan Nawaz once again. I think after I'm wishing them good luck for the next match, for the third T20I, but the problem is that would have to show your intent. In international cricket, there is no need to go and just play and hit and go for the big shots, because you have heard criticism from the cricket analysts or maybe some former test cricketers sitting over the TV and just talking about one thing, and that is the strike rate. Strike rate is important, but see, your innings and the way you build your innings, that is also really important. I'll give you some examples, and AB de Villiers, Mr. 360, Glenn Maxwell, Mr. 360. These are the two prime examples, and now Sky, Surya Kumar Yadav from India. If you see their record, they didn't start this kind of attacking cricket. They have plenty of experience in international cricket, and after playing 200 ODIs, after playing 100 T20s and representing maybe more than 80 or 90 first class games to their country, they have started this, they have adopted this idea to go and play reverse sweeps, to play paddle sweeps, playing, with one-handed sixes. If you do remember that, what kind of innings he had played against Afghanistan, Glenn Maxwell. So, Ahmed, these are the problems. We're not working on our basics, and the pressure is on the youngsters. They're losing, and Mohammad Haris Rauf actually, after losing the match, in his press conference, he said that don't put pressure on the youngsters. Do remember that we have given more than 25 games to Saim Ayub, and then he was able to perform in T20 eyes. We're not criticizing on our youngsters, but the problem is that what about senior guys like Haris Rauf, like Shaheen Shafri, Shadab Khan? The role of Shadab Khan, I'm not understanding why is in the team.
I think nobody understands that. The confusion still persists in the Pakistani camp as well. But Sabir, after the first two T20s, I also mentioned that we're not always result oriented, but at least we'd like to see some intent and the brand of cricket that is played. But unfortunately, it's just been clear disappointment in both these matches.
Look, I mean, Pakistani fans basically they have lots of expectations. I mean, we were the guys basically who were criticizing, PCB that some youngsters should be included. But I think they forgot to have data as far as the experience of domestic cricket is concerned. They have selected a couple of guys. I mean, they should have been, should not have been in the squad, to be very honest. There were some deserving guys. I mean, likes of Sahabzada Farhan, who is a top performer as far as the T20 is concerned. He has been given a couple of chances, a few series ago, but not consistent chances. Again, we have Hasibullah as well. This guy could have been in the squad as well. Mohammad Musa in the fast bowling department, but they stick with Shaheen Shafri, the Haris Rauf. If you're talking about the youngsters, they are looking ahead the T20 World Cup in 2026 in India and Sri Lanka. Then you should have given a couple of chances to the more youngsters rather than Shaheen Shafri, the Shadab or Haris Rauf. But I mean, we are here to basically not criticize all the time. We are here to basically pick some positive signs of Pakistan cricket. I mean, good to see some young guys are included in this particular squad. Mohammad Yusuf as a batting coach, as he has been a wonderful performer for Pakistan. Technically very sound. He performed in every condition during his tenure. But as far as coaching role is concerned, he basically he is supposed to guide these youngsters as far as the shot selection is concerned. Look at Mohammad Haris, Hassan Nawaz. He's a young guy. Hassan Nawaz, by the way, you must learn from Ahmad Nawaz. I mean, how to play, the force ball. I mean, you are basically a youngster, but the prime responsibility of coaching staff basically to guide these guys to play proper shots. In these kind of wickets, if you survive, you basically need to adjust the conditions. The awareness is very important rather than playing sensible cricket is very important for these young guys to play out. And also match awareness, how to if you have accumulated 30 to 40 runs, then it's your prime responsibility to stay on the wicket and basically finish the job or play out the overs as well. So I mean, they have come some good intent as far as the shot selection is concerned, like Irfan Khan Niazi, Salman Ali Agha, he basically useful hand as well. There were a couple of good positive signs for Pakistan cricket, but consistency is very important in selection and also in the performances as well.
Absolutely. Jabbar Faisal Saab, now it's the third T20. Pakistan would look to make amends. But obviously, a lot of youngsters are part of this tour. There is still experience. What right now is the problem is that there is a lot of confusion. We discussed it the other day as well, that the team management, a lot of criticism right now is being thrown on Aqib Javed as the coach as well.
I think first of all, you see, first two matches we lost, one by 9 wickets, other by 5 wickets. In my opinion, the first match, the performance, the Kiwi batters, Kiwi bowlers exposed our batting lineup. No one was erect in front of these paces. And in the second match, our bowling exposed. We have good bowler. I think 9 runs per over was good, not bad average. 135 in 15 overs. It means it was 20, it will be 180 plus score, but score was good. But our bowler could not defend. I don't know why the first over he bowled very well. That was Madden by Shahid Afridi, Shaheen Afridi, but the second over he gave 26 runs. I think this is my personal view, maybe wrong, maybe wrong. I think when he was removed from the captaincy, there is still doubts in his mind so far. And secondly, Haris Rauf was justifying the bowling. They mostly hit it by edge and third man and fine leg sixes and boundaries. Why you bowled short pitch deliveries? Why you bowled over pitch deliveries? It means our batting and bowling both are exposed so far. And the question is this: what Mohammad Yusuf, assistant coach Azhar Mahmood, was doing with the team during the camp? Actually, the question is the camp. You can't adjust yourself in 1 or 2 weeks abroad, but you should prepare your team at the home. We were not well prepared for this trip, you can say, and they are responsible. Aqib Jubair is also responsible, and Mohammad Yusuf and Azhar Mahmood is also responsible for this bad performance.
Absolutely. I think somebody needs to take responsibility. But so far, what we've seen even after the Champions Trophy, Asif just mentioned one tip of the iceberg about Shahid Aslam. But nobody up till now has taken any responsibility or has actually come out in front of the media or the nation and has said, yes, this was the problem in the Champions Trophy. We're still a bit, egoed as far as our policy is concerned of cricket, K. Asif.
Well, 2-3 really important points raised by Jabbar Sahab. That in the first game, our batting been exposed by the Kiwi bowlers. In the second game, our bowling been exposed by the New Zealand batters, especially Finn Allen, the way he played a stunning knock. And what we are expecting. And the third question is that what was going on in the camp. Ahmed, do you remember that we played some scenario-based games, and you had said a very golden statement on that time. Could you repeat that?
I said, the only scenario we prepare for is no scenario. So, the only scenario-based practice they're doing, I fail to understand. They've been doing scenario-based practice for the past 5 years. And whenever they go into a tour, they themselves don't know what the scenario is. So, they're lost.
So now I'm coming back towards your statement that no scenario. The only scenario is that Pakistan is losing. Okay, let's coming back to your question that what is the solution? The solution is not that we're just losing and we're just criticizing over the TV. The problem is that if you start from the from last 2-3 years, the Pakistan cricket is under pressure. We lost against Bangladesh in Pakistan, and that was the worst time of in the history of cricket in Pakistan, that we're losing against a team like Bangladesh 2-0. And then people were asking about the coaching staff, and one of your good friend Jason Gillespie was the head coach, and he has taken the responsibility. I do remember that I and Arslan Shirazi sir was at Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium, and the way Jason Gillespie was in the dressing room with the Pakistan cricket team, and I think that removal of Jason Gillespie and Gary Kirsten was the worst decision in Pakistan, especially in white ball cricket, because we're talking about this T20 series. Will be playing T20 World Cup and Asia Cup, and both are really, really important tournaments, because you know that we're losing continuously these kind of tournaments, the big events, and that's why the Pakistan cricket is on decline. Everybody's talking that, the international cricketers, the former international cricketers from India, especially Sunil Gavaskar, now they're raising questions that, and what he had said actually is a slap on our face, that he said that even our B team could beat Pakistan easily. So take these statements very serious, take some positive steps, and please don't take these kind of steps that you have removed Shahid Saab as head batting coach, and now he is with the other players in the camp. I think these are the decisions always hurt you, always hurt your performance.
Let me ask you a bigger question. Let's just expand our canvas and our horizon for a moment. So the most successful coach in Pakistan's domestic cricket history has been Abdur Rahman Saab. Once Pakistan team was overgoing a transition of finding a coach, and they didn't have a coach for a while, so they gave the charge to Abdur Rahman Saab to lead the Pakistan team. He was first assistant coach and then he became the head coach later on. So he was carrying the team, and I think everything was very good, and he's got the domestic experience. The team was settling down a bit as well. When you have got individuals like these who have served Pakistan cricket, domestic cricket, who know players inside out, who know what the real problem is, why do we fail to persist? I mean, I ask myself this question almost daily, that why did we remove Abdurrahman Saab? Just because we wanted to bring a big foreign name? We did that. They didn't even work for about 10-15 days and we got rid of them again. So I mean, it's just preposterous the way things are being handled at the PCB.
Well, Ahmed, I think that everybody's thinking that Pakistani cricketers, they don't give respect to the national coaches. And that's why they're bringing foreigner coaches. I have watched Neil Johnson from Zimbabwe in domestic circuit. He was working with the Sindh team, and even he was pretty much active during the lunch and tea time as well. And he was working with Umar bin Yusuf. I met him twice in Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium. That during the lunch and during the tea time, he was working on several shots, and he was just coaching him about his sweep and some other shots. So this kind of this is our mindset that you have shared one story about the legend Javed Miandad Saab, that what an under 19 guy talked about him. You have shared so many things. So that's why Pakistan Cricket Board is focusing on the foreign coaches. Coming back to Abdurrahman Saab, yes, that was a very good decision. But once again, Ahmed, credit goes to those quacks sitting over the TV, and after losing 1 or 2 games against Afghanistan in Sharjah, they have started their criticism because they have their own agenda and they have their favorites, and that's why they don't want to see Abdurrahman Saab as a coach in the managing staff. So we should come out from this personal liking and disliking. That's the
Sabir, what do you think of this scenario? Because I think before we bring our criticism to the players, we must question on what basis the Pakistan team management is formulated. It's just ironic that we've not been able to have a settled management, no selection policy, no selection committee, and at the end of the day, it all becomes, you know, burden on the players.
Look, I mean, let's continue the debate of the local coaches. I mean, look, I mean, PCB basically, if you think, I mean, last couple of decades, I mean, they have basically gone for the bigger names, like you mentioned. The local coaches in domestic circuit, I mean, they have been working really well. I mean, they are supposed to be, you know, the coaches of national team. Like Ejaz Ahmed, he has been doing a wonderful job at under 19 levels as well for so many years. I mean, so these are the guys, they should, you know, come forward to basically to head, you know, to coach the national team as well, because they know these youngsters, these players for so many years. I mean, they are the one basically who know the weakness and the strength of these basically young players. I mean, but I mean, what happens in Pakistan, you know, we always select some head coaches from the legendary names like the Waqar Yunus as well, you know, Inzamam ul Haq, Yunus Khan. These are the basically good players. I mean, but they have some kind of problems. I mean, attitude problem with the players as well as with the cricket board as well. So try to basically find out the solution basically to select the coaches from the grassroots level, and they know the experience of the coaching. They have some kind of experience as far as, you know, different levels are concerned. But again, the foreign coaches, I'm a big fan of foreign coaches, but foreign coaches must be working in the NCA as well. So what you are doing, what you guys are doing basically is a couple of good players. They have been performing really well at under 19 level, especially the spinners. I mean, openers in the middle order batsmen. They must be you know, working in the NCA, and there should be a national coach and also the foreign coaches as well. So these are the technical, you know, errors must be identified and rectified at NCA.
Just for the sake of all of us, I'd just like you to expunge the name of Ejaz Ahmed Saab, because we all know what has been happening with under 19 cricketers, and it was horrible. Trust me, it was horrible. So, you know, just let's just go over that name and think of many others that we can think of working at the domestic circuit as well. But even for Sabir, even for the options of bowling coaches, we've got a big lot who can contribute to Pakistan as well. Yes, Sabir.
Sorry?
I'm saying that even if you want a good bowling coach, there are still many more names that can contribute for Pakistan cricket team.
Look, I mean, there are some, you know, other names as well, but I mean, Ejaz Ahmed, as far I know, because even the couple of players, I mean, they basically praise the, you know, the coaching skills of Ejaz Ahmed. But yes, there are some issues as well. But I mean, if you look at in 2015, 2017, before 2013 as well, so he has been doing a good job. But now PCB has to find out a continuous solution. Since 2021, we have basically changed 6 to 7 coaches. number of selection committees as well. So how you can expect the performance from the individual players? I mean, so consistency is very important. Also the clear directions. I mean, look at the subcontinent coach. Also the Sri Lankan team as well. India, Afghanistan, even Jonathan Trott. He has been serving Afghanistan for consecutive 3 years, and look at their performance in T20s and also in ODIs as well. So you need to have a consistency in coaching department, also in the selection committee as well.
Absolutely. Jabbar Sahab, this coaching conundrum needs to be addressed very smartly. Now, because we've brought in Aqib Javed, I don't know what will happen after Aqib Javed. The fact still remains we brought two people, Gillespie and Gary Kirsten. I thought the biggest mistake Pakistan has ever made in the history of its cricket is by letting go of Gary Kirsten. He was a world-class coach, World Cup experience, you know. And I'll tell you something, you know, for our viewers, ironically as well. Every big game that South Africa has won in cricket in the past, I'm talking about teams like Graham Smith, Mark Boucher, every time I saw Mickey Arthur in their dugout. I mean, that's the championship mentality these people possess, but we were never able to work with them. So Jabbar Sahab, this thing really needs to settle down. If this series goes horrible, the one days go horrible, and Pakistan Cricket Board decides to let go of Aqib Javed and Nazar Mahmood, what should be the future up next is very, very confusing.
Ahmed, coaching is here, you can say a drama, a musical chair game. In past, Pakistan Cricket Board hired the services of Dave Watmore. He was very strong man and man of principle. More than 70% players and officials and the lobbies people were against that man because he was believe in hard training, and our players were not ready to work hard in the training sessions. You know, this is our problem, and that's is going on with us with the cricket. But unfortunately, Pakistan Cricket Board should think it. We wasted lot of coaches. Jeff Lawson was here, Gary Kirsten was here, Gillespie was here, but we can't get full form or full facilities from them, and we can't make our perfect team. Now in the T20, you know, third will be played in Auckland, and that ground is known as a short boundaries. If you will bowl similar style shot which bowl, you can your opponents can hit 6 on each ball. But the justification what coach will do, I don't think Aqib Javed have any justification to wrong bowling, wrong line bowling. All the bowlers did the bowling at the wrong direction.
Absolutely.
And Haris was just you can say just passing the time in the press conference and talking from here and there, but
well,
he was not coming with the truth.
The way things are going, I think Azhar Mahmood Saab is also passing his time. You know, it's ironic.
I think Aqib Javed should come for the press conference, or the captain,
or bowling. Or bowling.
So many names you guys forgot about Bob Woolmer.
Bob Woolmer. Bob Woolmer was an excellent. I'll tell you one very interesting story before we move on to the PSL. I was talking to the Lord of Lords, one of the most successful coaches for Pakistan, Mohsin Hassan Khan Saab. And I asked him what was his model for coaching, because during his tenure, I didn't see the players clashing, nothing was going wrong. And he said that, you know, one fine day, he found a player who was really struggling. So what he did, he said, I took him to the lobby, sat him down, you know, near the hotel in the lobby, and I put my hand on his shoulder and asked him, Beta, what is wrong with you? Well, is there a problem going on at your home with some friends? Is something wrong? And he opened up, and I told him that, no, you know, you don't need to think this. You can do it. You are the best in the world right now. And he said these words worked miraculously for players, and, you know, and to be honest, I'll be very honest, he had a lot of respect from players.
Yes.
And a lot of respect Mohsin Hassan Khan Saab had from the players. There was a great relationship between the players and him, and that's where when he demanded something from them, they would go the extra mile for a coach like that. So I think it really matters the kind of relationship you're building between a coach and the team. But unfortunately in Pakistan cricket, we've never let that happen. That being said, now we come to the Pakistan Super League that is all set to take place after Eid with its 10th edition, and all fans are very excited, and I think we've had a fantastic trophy unveiling as well already of this 10th edition, which is a special trophy with the X Factor on it as well. And it's going to be very, very exciting. The trophy has been on tour of various cities of Pakistan as well. It's just going to be a remarkable moment. K. Asif, as a broadcaster yourself, how excited are you for PSL?
Well, of course, everybody's happy, and this is the 10th edition. The good thing is, the very first time in the history of Pakistan Super League, Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium will host the inaugural ceremony. And one important thing, that is for their Babnias Cricket Stadium, that will have an exhibition match there. So you know that for a long time, the people of KPK, they were demanding that match, and I think it's a very good step, considering some security issues whatsoever. But I think we should applaud the security forces, the
Well,
nation of Pakistan.
Unconfirmed news came today as well. It's still not confirmed that PCB is also looking towards the prospect of having international games at Faisalabad Stadium as well in the upcoming Bangladesh tour.
Well, that's a very good news, and you know that credit goes to the nation, the security forces. That right now we have hosted Champions Trophy, and it went really smoothly. So I think the jubilant of Pakistan Super League is really amazing, because I'm expecting something extraordinary this time from Arslan Shirazi Saab, that please keep most of the tickets for me and Ahmed, because we'll be watching all the matches at Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium. Don't give tickets to anybody else, because Ahmed and me, we have booked all of the tickets from Shirazi Saab right now.
Absolutely. He's got, VVIP tickets, bundles and bundles of VVIP tickets. We're going to be publicizing with a very, good picture of him, banners all around Islamabad, so people can, writing his phone numbers on walls as well, so people can make a contact.
Ahmed must get accreditation card from Pakistan Cricket Board.
Asif,
Instead of demanding anything.
yes, a lot of people around me have already gotten that. I'm one who's very lazy in doing that. Asif keeps on telling me that I should come to the stadiums. I seldom do.
You're really busy in the studios.
Yes,
you know, hosting
I
different shows,
absolutely.
and that's why you're not able to go to the stadiums.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and the sheer aura of Arslan Shirazi Saab. You don't need anyone else in the stadium when he's there. But Sabir, the excitement builds up. City rivalry once again. A lot of the fans are excited. How are you looking forward to the Pakistan Super League 10th edition?
Very excited, to be very honest. But I mean, I would rather will be appreciating the PCB's role, because this particular time you have to go to schools and colleges, universities, basically to promote this is sports, because for last couple of years, I mean, there has been a horrible performance of Pakistan cricket, especially in the bigger events, ICC events as well. I mean, also in the bilateral series, especially in home matches as well. We lost a test series, we lost ODI bilateral series against New Zealand. So I mean, this is the time basically to basically motivate the youngsters. I mean, there's the only sports left in Pakistan after hockey that there's only sports like cricket. I mean, so it's a good time for PCB to basically promote this particular time. There must be trophy tour to especially the schools and colleges, universities, also in the rural areas as well. There basically you can motivate the youngsters, the young future stars of Pakistan, who can watch their national heroes as well. Like we've seen Babar Azam, basically he's playing national T20 in Pakistan. So basically this is the time to basically he will be the senior player, and most of the youngsters will be idolizing him. It will be good for him to basically groom some youngsters, sharing dressing rooms with them, and share his experiences with all kind of youngsters. I mean, these are the things basically Pakistani cricketers need to do and need to support the youngsters as well. So I'm super excited. It will be great to see that like you mentioned, Faisalabad will be hosting some international matches. Sialkot is not too far away, like also your hometown. But it will be interesting how PCB will be utilizing other stadiums. We have invested a lot in Lahore, Rawalpindi, and Karachi, but there are some more stadiums, Mr. Mohsen Naqvi Saab, so we are expecting some more in coming future as well.
Absolutely. That being said, we'd like to thank all the three gentlemen, K. Asif Ahmed, Jabbar Faisal and Sabir Hussain, for joining us in studios. We now move on to football, where the Pakistan football team is all set to compete in the AFC qualifiers. Now, it's a wonderful moment because we return once again to competitive football after FIFA, of course, lifted the ban on the Pakistan Football Federation once the constitution was unanimously adopted by the Pakistan Football Federation. And of course, Pakistan now prepares for the 2027 AFC Asian qualifiers. The Lahore training camp concluded ahead of these crucial qualifier games as well. The team, of course, strengthened as overseas players will be joining in Saudi Arabia. Pakistan faces Syria on the 25th of March in Al Ahsa, and that's where the Pakistan team start their campaign off in the AFC qualifiers as well. Team, of course, will be departing tomorrow to take part in the 2027 qualifiers. To talk more on this, we've been joined by the manager of the Pakistan football team, Mr. Saeed Mohammad Awais. Assalamu alaikum, Awais. Welcome to Sports Extra.
Walaikum salam, how are you?
I'm very well. Congratulations. Great to see you once again in PFF colours. You always look fantastic. And I think we're just over the moon seeing you once again being part of the PFF. What would you like to update us regarding the team's departure and, of course, the participation in these qualifiers?
Ahmed bhai, everyone is excited for Pakistan versus Syria. I mean, unfortunately, the suspension, when it was lifted on, everyone was excited to get Pakistan back, and the training camp was held in Lahore, unfortunately, because of the visas delay. Because it's Ramadan, it's a busy schedule in Saudi because of Umrah, so the visas were a little bit delayed. But tomorrow, finally, we are traveling to Saudi at night by 12 a.m. and if you just talk about the Syrian game, obviously it's an important game because it's an opener for Pakistan in the Asia Cup, and the Pakistan, what they have played in the qualifying rounds of the World Cup. They have competed some top teams like Saudi, Tajikistan. So guys are really boosted up, and we hope to have a strong game. I know Syria are one of the strong contenders in Asia because they do rank at 150th position. But if you just look at the track record of Syria, they have played some brilliant games. Against Russia, India, and they have got some winning streak too. So it will be a tough game, but overall, looking to the Pakistan versus Syria game at Dammam.
Awais, what's the morale of the team as well? We understand it was a difficult phase the past 2 months, as you mentioned, that the suspension came, but thank God that it was lifted, and a lot of credit needs to be given to the Pakistan Football Federation, who had the constitution unanimously adopted, who now have a new chairman of the normalization committee as well. What is the morale of the players at the moment who are looking to participate in this qualifier?
They're very boosted up, because they're very confident, like I told you, because one plus point what Pakistan has right now, because the qualifiers, when we were playing the World Cup, Ahmed bhai, Pakistan played some tough matches in the group, because they played against Tajikistan, they played against Jordan, Saudi, and Jordan and Saudi, one of the best teams, I would say. And Saudi, obviously, everyone knows, where they're taking the football right now. So Pakistan had some tough competitions, and if you just watch out that performance, what Pakistan, I know the goals were much against Pakistan, but experience counts on, because unfortunately, Pakistan team right now ranks a little bit very low in the FIFA rankings if you just talk about Saudi and all that. But the guys literally, they fought well, so it would be a great match. The guys are pumped up, because fitness training, if you talk about the fitness training, has been underway at Lahore. Tomorrow we are going to Saudi, where obviously Stephen would join us. The head coach of Pakistan football. So it's going to be brilliant. But everyone is looking to the Pakistan Syria game. But I personally feel so that the experience what guys got in the World Cup qualifiers, it would be a really tough game for Syria. It won't be easy to take on Pakistan, because again, I'm telling you that experience what Pakistan carried in the World Cup qualifiers, they have fought very well. So it would be a really good, amazing game, inshallah.
Awais, I must ask you about the prospect of some players joining you in Saudi Arabia as far as the international exposure is concerned, and also because you've worked already with Stefan, your coach. What would you like to add, because the PFF has decided to obviously have him once again as the head coach of Pakistan?
He's a brilliant coach, because what experience he carries. If you remember, before this, he was the coach of the Indian national team, and he was the one who got the Indian national team to the ranking below 100. I guess in the 90s. So he's one of the coaches, or renowned coaches, and he's a hardworking coach. He literally means business when it comes to coaching. And especially he has been working on the Pakistan team really very well. No getting the boys easy on the fitness, especially I would say. Then again, I told you the big matches what they have played. That has really boosted the morale of the team. The diaspora players, they will be joining the Pakistani guys in Saudi. But if I just talk about both the teams, Pakistan, again, I'm telling you, because they would be underdogs in this tournament, specifically in this group. Pakistan has got a brilliant chance to qualify for the Asia Cup, because we play Myanmar in the home. Next game is in home in June. We play Myanmar, then we play against Afghanistan in home. So it would be a brilliant chance for Pakistan that Pakistan performs very well against Syria, because goal scoring, I would again say, it would really matter a lot. But Pakistan, the experience what they gained in the World Cup qualifiers, and having Stephen back in the camp, the guys are really gelled up and pumped up. So it would be amazing to watch Pakistan versus Syria at Al Aqsa Stadium. And if I just talk about the crowd over there, I was just going on through right now. literally amazing to see the Pakistani diaspora, the Pakistani community specifically residing in Dammam, I mean, in Saudi Arabia. They are really pumped up. I mean, they're asking about the time, they're asking about the tickets. I mean, they just want to be into the stadium to support the Pakistan team.
Wes, what are the key areas that the team really needs to work upon? You've been part of the training camp as well that concluded today. Now, of course, with 1 day to go, where is the key area which you think Pakistan need to really work upon considering their opposition?
Simon, there are some few areas, but the biggest area I would say again, it's Ahmed Bhai, that you need more matches. I mean, if you want to compete at the highest level, if you want that players, I mean, especially to be at the peak, I mean, they just need to complete the 90 minutes game. I mean, they need to have that 90 minutes game hour with them. They need to have more matches, friendly matches, because that can actually gain them the confidence. But the guys, I would again say, I know there has been a little bit gap because of the FIFA suspension, but the boys really worked hard on the fitness. I mean, it never looked that they were easy. I mean, they worked hard on the fitness. They used to play matches for the departmental. They are ready for the game. But one thing was good to see on even the management, even the coach, even the players. I mean, especially even the new faces. I would say they looked gelled up, and that's a good point of Pakistan because, like I'm telling you, in the qualifiers it was a tough group for Pakistan. We played some top-notch teams, so that experience does count over here, and that experience I would say would definitely be going into the Syria game. So it would be very important the Pakistan how it starts on for Syria, especially in the Asia Cup qualifiers.
What are your expectations and what is your message to Pakistani fans, especially in Pakistan, and also the media fraternity as well, that plays a key role and part and parcel of the Pakistan Football Federation?
Ahmed bhai, when we talk about the other sports specifically, when obviously on issue, I mean, it was really exciting to watch on that when we speak about cricket and when we speak about football, I was excited to see that if I talk about the popularity game in Pakistan, around 70-75% people watch football, and that's what craziness is in Pakistan. And if you just watch out even the Pakistan football team, there's some literally crazy fans. I mean, you can have an experience of the World Cup qualifiers when the stadium was fully jam-packed, Jinnah Stadium. I remember we have got a Myanmar game coming up in June. I hope the stadium gets packed up again. So everyone is eager to watch Pakistan football to play at the highest level. And I mean, everyone listening right now, we just need your prayers. It's Ramadan. Obviously, we need your prayers that Pakistan performs really well, and Pakistan team actually is there to compete at the highest level, and we win, inshallah. And this win would be for the Pakistani people residing back in our country.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Syed Mohammad Awais, and best of luck to you and the boys in green. There you have it, the team manager of the Pakistan football team, Syed Mohammad Awais, talking exclusively to us here on Sports Extra. The team departs tomorrow to participate in the AFC Qualifiers 2027. They're up against Syria in their first encounter, and I think it's all excitement now for these boys in green as well, because finally we can focus on competitive football. The managerial matters, the management matters have finally settled down. FIFA has lifted the suspension, and we're all looking forward now to some great football and some consistent football by the Pakistan football team. These boys representing the national side and also having Stefan back as the coach as well. I think it's just a remarkable moment for Pakistan Football Federation. That wraps it up from me and my entire team of Sports Extra. We'll see you tomorrow, same time. It's goodbye for now.